If you're a homeowner or planning to be one in King County, this video is for you. I'm going to be sharing an update on the latest real estate market trends from June of 2023. If you're looking for how this applies to you in your own corner of King County, be sure to stick around till the end. All right, so from a high-level perspective, we do see a slight increase in inventory in June. There were 1.5 months of supply of inventory in residential, which was up from 1.3 last month, but down from 1.6 last year. For condos, supply was also up to 2.0 in June from 1.8 last month and 1.5 last year. What does it mean? The monthly supply in the housing market just means the number of months it would take for the current inventory to sell given the average sales volume. Why does it matter? Well, when the market is balanced for buyers and sellers, the average monthly inventory is between 4 to 6 months. When there are more than 6 months of inventory available, the surplus of inventory can drive the prices down, and that is what is technically considered to be a buyer's market. Now, while we are seeing a very slight increase in inventory, it is still a far cry from the 4 to 6 months that would be needed for a balanced market. So yes, that does put us in a seller's market. But as we know, real estate in King County, Seattle, and the East Side area, it is anything but typical. The median sales price of a house in King County was $935,000, and the average sales price was $1,173,150. The county average is up by 3.53% from last month and 0.2% from last year. For June, the average sales price for a condo was $625,621, which was also up from 0.56% from last month and 3% from last year. So there's been a slight increase to the average sales price, which is not surprising with low inventory during what is typically a busy season. Moving on, the average list to sales price ratio for residential was 101.7%. That just means that the property sold for 101.7% of the asking price, so it sold just over asking. That's down from 0.3% from last month and 1.6% from last year. For condos, the average list price was 99.9%, so just barely under asking price, which was 0.2% less from last month and 2.9% less than last year. But keep in mind that these numbers are just an average. Strategy, timing, and location, these can all make a huge difference in your individual experience within these larger trends. Speaking of timing, you may be wondering how long properties are staying on the market. On average, it took 16 days for houses to sell in King County in June, which was down from 20 days last month, but was up from 10 days last year. As for condos, they sold in June at 27 days on the market, which was the same last month, but it was nearly 3 times as long as just 10 days on market last year. Now, while the market it isn't as hot as it was a year ago, we are still seeing days on the market decrease, which really means that if you find a property that you love within your budget, be proactive. And of course, a contributing factor continues to be interest rates, with Forbes showing an average of 6.29 to 7.3%. Again, keep in mind that the type of loan that you choose and your lender can also have an effect on your interest rate. So overall, when we look at market statistics for King County in June, inventory and home prices all slightly increased from last month, while list to sales price ratio slightly decreased. Number of days on market was less for residential, but it stayed the same for condos. All while interest rates continue to play a pivotal role. While the averages indicate an increase in the speed and the price point of overall sales, it's still important to remember that each property and each neighborhood and each situation in King County, it is unique. And negotiation and strategy, they still play a major role in landing at the proper price point, whether that is over or under asking price. So the bottom line is, whether you're buying or selling, your situation is unique to you, and a general market update, it's really just meant to be a useful tool, but by no means is it a be-all end-all. If you'd like to have a more accurate market analysis of your home, or you're thinking about buying and you want to get a clearer picture of opportunities in your desired neighborhood, you can request a free, no-obligation market evaluation or book a call with me to discuss your options. It is so important to be as informed as possible when you are buying or selling your home, and I absolutely love helping people understand their options. If you'd like to learn more, you can email me at samantha@samanthasellsseattle.com. Otherwise, feel free to check out my other videos, and I will be back next month with an updated report.